What's up everyone? I wanna do a video today on why you get injured. Now there's a reason behind this. Now this comes off I got a message on Twitter yesterday about I've hurt my shoulder and I haven't been able to train, and I don't know what to do. I want to know what's caused this, and instantly there's a couple of things which I always think of when anyone gets injured. Like, as I say, most of the time it's not going to happen for no reason. Obviously freak accidents do happen in the gym, you know, but most of the time, 99% of the time, they're going to be preventable. And a lot of the times when people get hurt, it's because it's a combination of some of these points. Now, before you try and blame anything else for why you're hurt, you need to check all of this, because I guarantee if someone comes to me and they're hurt, something here isn't in check. Okay, now this video isn't to put this person on blast, by the way, who gave me a message. I just know for a fact that he didn't have all of this in check, and then he was talking about his shoulder being injured. So let's go over the example of, let's say someone, you've got a shoulder issue and something isn't feeling right here. Now these are the main culprits that I go to. Okay, so first one is just awful technique. Now, how many times have you seen with people on a bench press where they haven't got no tuck and the scapula will not depressed or in a nice position? We are sort of just bench pressing with a flared elbow all the way out here, all the stress going on the rotator cuff. We haven't got the scapula, you know, we're up and depressed down. See the difference in that? And you're in a good position in terms of just having that all loose and being here and going like that, all the stress here. So again, let's say a shoulder issue, a lot of it comes from just awful technique on all of your pressing movements. So that's the first thing you need to address. Now, in addition to awful technique, it's probably actually just doing too much pressing and too much actual pressing volume in comparison to rolling volume. So that goes into whole program, which I'll get into in a minute. So second one, training too heavy. So again, let's take the shoulder issue. Probably I guarantee a lot of people who have shoulder issues in the gym, they're probably coming in all the time trying to bench press their 1 rep max every week. They're probably going too heavy, taking all of the sets right up to failure, you know, doing 5-6 sets of bench press right up to failure, getting all these fucking 4 steps off people where the spotter has to upright row. All that sort of shit's probably going on. You're not following a proper program where you're progressing well from week to week. You're giving your body just enough stimulus, enough that you can recover from and make adaptations to, but not banging your head against the wall, just lifting like sets of 1 to 2 every single week trying to max out. That's just fucking dumb, and I'm not surprised why someone will get injured doing that. So that's number 2. And then number 3, this is probably one of the big ones. It's overall poor program and volume management. Now, your technique can be fine, right? For a lot of people, you know, let's say an intermediate in the gym, you've had a couple of years of training under your belt. Your technique is probably fine. It's probably not dangerous, let's put it that way. The big thing where people fall short, it is poor program and actual volume management. They're not sure how to manipulate their pressing days for bench press, how much rowing work they should do, how much volume is too little, how much volume is too much, because if you go pushing your volume too high, you're going to be putting yourself at a risk for injury, and that's where these shoulder issues happen. So again, poor program and volume management is a big one. For example, every day is chest day for all the gym bros. They will generally probably train, some people will train chest and things like that, all the pressing movements up to 4 or 5 times a week, again without adequate recovery in between sessions. Now again, if you manage the loads and your intensities appropriately throughout the week and using smart variations of the lifts, you may be able to get away with more frequency on chest training, for example. But if you're just coming in like 4 or 5 days a week and you're trying to hit a max on a bench press or just going to failure with everything, and you're not using smart variations where you may be forced to use less weight, well, you're asking for an injury to happen. So again, poor programming and volume management. Now, what do I mean by volume management? Now, as I've talked about before, everyone is going to need a certain amount of sets per week in order to grow. Now, whether that be for hypertrophy, and we're going to need a certain number of sets to reach strength adaptations, again, that will vary on the person. Now, let's just say you have a person who their maximum recoverable volume for pec training or chest training may be around 14 sets per week, for example, just give or take. It's 12 to 14 sets. Now, if you're someone who you're constantly pushing upwards of 20 and 22 sets, so you're going 10 sets over your maximum recoverable volume all the time, you can be pretty guaranteed that, you know, something like an injury is going to happen, because you're giving your body too much stimulus and it can't recover. It's too much. So that's, again, it all goes into program volume management. This is where a good coach can help all of this as well. You know, if you really don't know what you're doing and you're always getting injured, it's probably a good sign that you need some help. A professional who actually knows the score and is going to help you, put you in the right direction, makes the world of difference. Okay, that's what coaches are here for. So, and the fourth one, it's basic as well, but again, you can have all of these in order. You can have good technique, you could be training well, you could have a good program, and your volume management could be in check. But then again, if you have absolutely shite nutrition and recovery, your protein intake is not where it needs to be, you're just not eating enough general calories every single day, you're sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night, that is going to have a big effect on all of this, and it's going to open up the door for the opportunity to more injuries to happen, because you're going in the gym under stress already, you're not fully recovered from previous workouts, previous bouts of stress that you've given to the body. So again, any one of these is a main culprit for injury, but I just know when people come to me and they say to me, my shoulders hurt, I'm doing this, I just know for a fact you're not doing all of these, and if you need to actually have a look and be honest with yourself and look at all of these, and this will put you in the right direction as why you're injured. So just food for thought. Again, don't want to put anyone on blast. I always get all these messages on Twitter, and I always like to, you know, they're always good video ideas. So if you have any more questions or any ideas for videos, just let me know, and I'll get them done. Alright, speak to you soon.